Hi guys, for those of you who watch my shorts, you know I am all about the quotes. But I have to say, not all quotes are born equal. Some of them really bug me, like a quitter never wins and a winner never quits, or quitting is for losers, or even quitting is not an option. You know, these are often said as a way to motivate people to keep going, to persevere. Well, I am here to tell you that sometimes quitting is the best thing you can do to be successful in life. Because the truth is, while it's a very good thing to test your own limits and know your strength and commit and go beyond what you thought you were able to accomplish, a person who doesn't quit something that's bad for them, for their health, physical or mental, their finances, their well-being, or their safety is no winner. Let me give you an example here. I see no reason for you to endure unhappiness or to stick around when all you can think about is leaving. To stay no matter what, even when you're going through hell. Or maybe you're in a situation when all you can think about is quitting, but you're afraid of what people will think about you or say. That they'll judge you, that they'll think you're weak or unreliable or even a villain, depending on the situation. Well, the way I see it, it is quite the opposite. Quitting often requires strength and courage to go against everyone around you and say, enough, I don't want to do this anymore. I want something else for myself. It means you are wise and mature enough to know what's best for you and to go after it instead of conforming like so many people do. You see what I mean here? Okay, confession time. I am the biggest quitter I know. Over the years, I've quit more jobs than I can count, a business I own, friendships, romantic relationships, courses, gyms, diets, etc., etc., etc. And I have to say, I used to feel terrible about it. Guilty, weak, even lost and confused. But the worst was feeling like I was disappointing people around me. I would, however, love to get your thumbs up for this video so YouTube shares it more and more with other people. And if you'd like to see more videos like this one about self-care and living your best life, subscribe to my channel for all the latest content. I publish new videos on Tuesday and Friday, plus my inspirational shorts you can watch after this one. Okay, moving on. Here are the reasons why quitting is sometimes the best thing you can do and how it does not make you a loser in any way, shape, or form. Quitting can save you a lot of unnecessary pain. Essentially, when you quit something that is causing you stress, anxiety, or suffering, something you already know you can't take anymore, so you may as well call it quits, right? Staying won't do anyone any favors, whatever the situation may be. I remember when I quit my business after 5 years, I had devoted my entire life to it, worked long hours, 7 days a week, until I couldn't do it anymore because burnout hit me hard. I clearly remember the moment I realized I had to quit and I couldn't believe it. All the time and energy and effort you put into it makes it that much harder to quit because it makes you feel like all of that was a waste. I mean, if I worked so hard to the point of burnout, I was expecting it to be worth it in the end, right? But it wasn't. And of course it wasn't a waste. I grew so much, I learned so many things, but ultimately, I know there wasn't a future there. Also, quitting makes room for the right things to come into your life. Let's say we're talking about a job. Leaving a job allows you time to start a new one, obviously. But more than that, your energy will be right to start something new. You'll no longer have the stress of doing something you don't like or feeling stuck and hopeless. And getting rid of that dark cloud over your head can only bring you great things. For me, it took me a while to be able to move on from my failure as a business owner. Yes, I say it was a failure, but in no way do I see it as a negative thing. My business failed because it didn't progress, but I don't regret doing it at all. Because the most important thing it taught me was what I wanted and what I didn't want out of life. Yes, I wanted to be my own boss. No, I didn't want to do something that would consume all my life. Yes, I needed something creative. No, I didn't want to have a physical place I had to go to. I wanted to work from home and have flexibility. So ultimately, quitting led me to where I am today, to making the decisions that led me here. And once I was past that initial stage of tiredness, I realized that quitting makes you feel free and energized, even if you can't see it immediately after the fact. And that energy and that newfound freedom allows you to refocus and renew your inspiration. Next, quitting can save you a lot of money. When you're in a situation that is making you bleed money constantly and the only way to make it stop is to quit. Regardless of how much money you already put into it, if you stand to lose even more, just give it up. Also, if you think about it, quitting can actually change the way you see yourself and your self-confidence for the better. Because I have said it before and I will say it again, quitting is an act of courage, of self-care. Often it means going against everyone around you and putting yourself first, and that is brave. I'm not gonna lie, when I first quit my business and I had to tell people about it, I felt ashamed. And I knew people were going to be disappointed, particularly my parents. But after a while, I realized how incredibly brave I had been, how I had prioritized myself and my well-being, possibly for the first time in my life, and how empowered that made me feel. Most importantly, it made me realize that my life is my own. I had been so focused on being what people expected me to be that I was completely neglecting myself. And ultimately, your opinion is the only one that matters. What others think, the opinions they choose to share with you, shouldn't stop you from doing what's best for you, for your life. I know I say this often, but I will say it again. In fact, I might just make a video about it soon. This is your life, not anyone else's. You will deal with the consequences for your failures and reap the rewards for your successes. No one else gets to live your life for you, no matter how much they love and support you. So, just do you, okay? Next, I suggest you watch this next video about the lies we've been told all our lives that shape us into who we are, and how liberating it can be to finally see them for the lies that they are. I will see you over there. Bye bye!